This Bitcoin exchange flow indicator is turning bearish, guys. Be prepared. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel for the newcomers. Yes, my name is Didi, walking and talking on this beautiful beach here in Phuket, Thailand, wearing this really cool t-shirt. Check this one. You can see this one? This is Didi Bam's logo with the EDC Festival shirt. That was given to me by one of the Bam Bam members. Talking about the Bam Bam members, in today's video, guys, going to share some amazing news about Didi Bam Bam, also some amazing news about Fort Knox and the gold, also diving into the Bitcoin charts to show you what is happening to Bitcoin, and of course an inspirational quote on the end while walking this beautiful beach here in Phuket again. Yes, back to the beach. Hopefully we see some Bitcoin, booty, boobs and beach, and of course people e-foiling already in the morning. Can you see the guy e-foiling over there? I don't know where he is now. Yeah, he's over there with the beautiful board, guys. I'm gonna walk a little bit up there so you have a little bit less noise from the waves and everything, guys. Let's now quickly jump into the news that I want to share with you today. Bam! The news for today, guys, is one side about Didi Bam Bam and the other side about gold in America, guys. The first part is about Didi Bam Bam. That's why I'm wearing this shirt beautifully, yes, with the Didi Bam Bam logo and the EDC Festival information, guys. Yes, going to EDC next year again, of course. This was given to me by one of the Didi Bam Bam members, which shows you how big already the Didi Bam Bam community is. Now, the cool part is, yes, the last couple of months, weeks, I need to say, it was a kind of boring time and we were not laying there on the beach doing nothing. We created two things that are going to go live today. First of all, today, the Telegram app is going live. So from today, you will be able to get access to the mini Telegram app where you will be able to earn points. And with those points, you can win prizes every week. There will be a lot of other services that we will be offering for those points, but you will see in the future. The first thing I want you to do today, after watching this complete video, please watch the video till the end. And after that, you go and visit the mini Telegram app and you go play around. There's a spinning wheel that you can spin to earn some points. You can invite friends and family to earn points. You can have a tapping game to earn points. And there is some other cool stuff in the app you need to figure out yourself. And we will keep upgrading this app every time, again. We just want to show that we are really serious, and that's why we are going live with it. And yes, it will be upgraded. There will be staking mechanism, etc. in the future. You can see it already in the app. Go and check the app. Now, the second thing that's going to go live today for Didi Bam Bam is a gated VIP group. This group is only accessible when you hold Didi Bam Bam tokens in one of your wallets. You can go to the Telegram group. From today, we will share the link in all the public groups. And if you connect your wallet, that will check the amount of tokens in your wallet. You need to hold at least 10,000 Didi Bam tokens to get access to this VIP gated area. And when you hold those 10,000 tokens, you will get access to this VIP gated area. And you will be able to mingle with all those Didi Bam Bam members in a very safe group where you won't be scammed by the scammers that we can see. Now in the public group, yes, I know you are being direct messaged by a shitload of scammers. We would never DM you. That's why we have created this gated VIP Telegram group for all the Didi Bam Bam holders. If you want to unite, go there, connect your wallet, show that you hold a minimum of 10,000 Didi Bam tokens. We won't be able to see that. We won't have a database on the back tracking you. You only need to show this so that you get access to that group. So that were the two Didi Bam news items for today. First of all, Telegram mini app going live. Second of all, yes, you have a gated VIP community now as well. Now let's jump into some other news. Here's why Bitcoin is way better than gold. In America, the Kentucky Senator Paul has now requested an audit for the Fort Knox gold, because all the gold in the United States is held in Fort Knox. And the senator from Kentucky now said, hey, let's do an audit. When has the last audit been? Elon Musk started to interact with that tweet. He said, yes, for surely this is going to be audited every year. And of course, Elon Musk is then hoping Doge can investigate, of course, Fort Knox as well. And there were a lot of different answers, but the answer that struck me the most was like, the last time the gold supply in the United States in Fort Knox has been audited was 1974. That's like 50 years ago. 50 years ago was the last time they counted the gold in Fort Knox. And also proved that it was the real gold. Like, it can also be fake gold, you don't know, like these fake bricks. So Senator Paul is now saying this to show the difference between the power of Bitcoin on gold. Bitcoin is transparent. We can all audit Bitcoin. We can all audit the Bitcoin wallet and see, hey, the United States is holding so much Bitcoin, the gold of the 21st century. Everyone is able to audit this. Gold in Fort Knox can only be audited by a very centralized person. And we need to trust that centralized person in the fact that he's not lying to us about the amount of gold or real or fake gold. That shows you the difference between Bitcoin and gold. Bitcoin is 10 times more better, maybe 100 times more better, maybe 1,000 times more better. As it is transparent, we can check how much Bitcoin is in a certain wallet. We can't check the gold in Fort Knox. And there should be at the moment 140.3 million ounces of gold, which is around 4,600 tons of gold in Fort Knox. So what will happen if we now go in there and audit this? And there won't be 4,600 tons. Maybe there will only be 3,000 tons of gold. What does that tell us? That again tells us we can't trust the governments, the central banks, Fort Knox, all those people that are fooling us about how much gold that is backing the United States economy, for example. Not the dollar anymore, that's a long time ago. But do we know for sure they have that amount of gold? Do we know for sure all the countries worldwide have a certain amount of gold that like is required to have all the debts that they have nowadays? Because there needs to be something that is backing all their loans, that is backing all their debts, bonds, shit, all that stuff. So I find it really interesting. I want to see what is going to happen over there. I hope Elon Musk and Doge will jump into that, go into Fort Knox, audit it, and discover that there is a shitload of gold missing. Maybe that is why, since that tweet, a lot of gold is being shipped from the United Kingdom to the United States. Also from other countries, we see that gold is being shipped to the United States. Maybe they need to cover up something before the audit will happen. At least something again was not done right. At least something again has been covered up by the United States government, the banks, and all those centralized entities that are fooling us, that are creating this fake economy of debts. And that is exactly the opposite of what Bitcoin is going to do in the next decades. Bitcoin is going to do the complete opposite of that, complete transparency. We can see and audit ourselves if there is enough Bitcoin in the wallets to back certain things. That is the huge difference between Bitcoin and gold. And that is why Bitcoin will be doing way better in the future than gold. Because it is trackable, because it is acting as a store of value. It is the gold of the 21st century that I can use daily to pay my groceries, whatever I want, all over the world. And we can all use it without anyone stopping us. That is why Bitcoin will rule over gold very soon, guys. Now let's jump quickly into the Bitcoin charts to show you this very bearish signal, but also showing you some positive charts that will show you where I think that we are at the moment, where I believe that we are. Yes, there is a bearish chart, so be prepared for this bearish outcome, but there is also some bullish news. Let's jump into the charts quickly. Bam! The first chart for today, guys. Yes, the 4-hour chart. Look, this Bollinger Band stays very tight. There will be a breakout. This can't take too long. There will be a moment we break or even to the bottom or to the top. My guess is we will break out to the top and to visit the 100K area again. But this very long sideways movement, we haven't seen it that long very often, guys. Just let me go back a little bit. Here, this is the last time, I think, where we had that long sideways movement. Do you see over here? There. Very tight Bollinger Band, long time over here from 15th of November all the way till over there. 20th November, 5 full days, and then we broke up to the upside, guys. There is just not that many periods that we go sideways that long in a very tight Bollinger Band. Here is one over there, also 10 days, bam, we blew up. Now, at the moment, we have been going like very tight, almost here since like the 7th of February, all the way here now till the 70th, that's already 10 days. In my opinion, there will be a huge move. In my opinion, the move will be the top, The RSI is bottoming out. We can see the RSI again coming up. We can see all the indicators, you know, here we bottom even out on the BAM indicators, you know, the blue and the yellow, really big bottom coming up now again. I think we will soon see a breakout towards that 100K again, guys. Would be beautiful. Of course, mostly it happens towards the weekend, but maybe this time it will happen on this beautiful Thursday or tomorrow, Wednesday. Let's see. You know, we need to see a breakout very soon because else it's getting too boring. Now, let's jump into some way more interesting charts for today, guys. These are the interesting charts because a lot of people ask me, what about altcoin season? So I found this amazing chart today on CryptFlow, is Twitter, and about altcoin season. So this chart is showing you the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10, so without Bitcoin and 9 other massive altcoins. The last time over here when we saw a bullish cross between the 100 SMA and the 200 SMA in the altcoins excluding the top 10, that signal was there once in 2020 over there. When that signal happened, that was exactly before the altcoins exploded. 100% up for the complete altcoin market when we saw that bullish cross. Now, if you look to today, we are about to see this bullish cross. Will this bullish cross lead to a 100% up for the altcoin market? That is the question. That could almost lead to $1 trillion market cap if we go more than 100%, of course. Like if we go 100% from the level where we are, that is now 270, we will go to 500 billion. 200% will be to $1 trillion market cap for the altcoins. I'm talking about the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10. So not Bitcoin, not Ethereum, not the other top 10 tokens. So when this cross happens, it is mostly a bullish move. Also, when you look at this chart, it looks like it wants to explode up again. Very interesting chart. Thank you, CryptoFlow, for sharing this chart. Then we have this chart. This is the bearish chart I was telling you about in the beginning of the video. I told you guys there is a Bitcoin exchange flow indicator turning bearish, and that is just not good. The bearish signal is every time when we turn red over there. It was there in 2017, we turned red. This is the internet exchange flow pulse. This is the one turning red at that moment, so bearish. When that happened, that was the beginning of the bear market. Yes, you saw it correctly. It also happened over there during the bull market. And that was just a dip. And in that dip, if you would have bought it, you would have had that beautiful profit till the next time that indicator started to flash. In 2019, all the way to 2021 top, we didn't flash until the first top was reached. We reached the first top, it flashed red, bam, we had a dip, 50%, bam, we pumped up again, and then it flashed again. That was the beginning of the bear market. Now, during this bull market, we can see a complete different pattern. We already had it over there. We kept going up. We had it over there. Yes, we went down, but afterwards we kept going up. And now again, it started to flash. So yes, the inter-exchange flow pulse flashing is a bearish signal, which could mean a little dip for Bitcoin. But if we compare it to the past, it could also mean that afterwards we will go up massively again, just like we saw over there in 2017. And that's why I always compare this bull market more to 2017 than to 2020. 2020 was not the cleanest bull market. This was a clean bull market with like 6 times pullbacks of 30 to 40%. And we kept growing. That is what we will see over here, I think. So yes, don't worry too much, but it is a bearish signal, could mean pulling back to 90K area. But look, if you look at the RSI and everything, we could also just be a very thin line and then turn green again and bam, go up. So yeah, it was a little bit of clickbait, but yeah, you need to do something to get more views and followers. Subscribe to this channel, guys. Now, then we have this chart. This chart is showing you the decoupling of Bitcoin from the altcoins, all the other cryptocurrencies. This decoupling is happening for the first time in the history. Look, every time these two lines were almost moving the same, a little bit distance, but always the same patterns. A little bit distance, but the same patterns, same patterns. Now, This is not a little bit difference, this is huge. Bitcoin is decoupling from all the other crypto markets. They are going sideways. Too many people divide their capital among too many different currencies, so no one of those currencies can pump. It's 11 million currencies now that is representing this black line. Bitcoin is one currency, and now people start to understand this is the king of crypto, the gold of the 21st century. So that is why we see this decoupling. People are dividing their altcoin capital among too many altcoins, which makes them all go sideways, and the people in Bitcoin start to buy more and more Bitcoin, which makes Bitcoin take a distance of the complete altcoin cap. If this decoupling continues, then we won't see a massive altcoin season ever again. Either the altcoin season should start to pump now and reconnect with the Bitcoin line, or we will not see an altcoin season. And this happened also before. Look, this is 2020. The gold line, you can see over here, started pumping over there. It took a little bit of time before the black line, the altcoins, also start to pump. Just understand there's a time of 1 to 2 months. So yes, maybe that's the difference. Gold pumped. Maybe that altcoin season is going to happen now, just like I showed you on the chart, 1 to 2 months later, and maybe now, bam, we will explode. But we need to come close to this line for an altcoin season to be there again. Then I have some very positive news, guys. This positive news is that China and the United States are printing a shitload of dollars and Chinese yen, guys. This is positive. Whenever there is money flow, the money supply increasing, we also see the Bitcoin price increase. And we can see here the United States stopped pumping money, printing. China kept printing money, the red line. And here the United States again started to print money. Whenever that happens, when another M2 supply is growing in China and the United States, we will see a massive jump in the Bitcoin price. And that will be to 160, to maybe 170K, whatever you think it could be. But we will follow the M2 supply. If money is being printed, it will always flow partly also into store of values like Bitcoin. It will pump the Bitcoin price. Together with all the positive news of the United States, like 27 states wanted to have the Bitcoin reserve supply. The United States, Trump telling us, yes, we are going to make a strategic reserve capital in Bitcoin. All of that news combined with the money that they started to print will lead to a massive pump in Bitcoin. On the other hand, we have a supply shock. There is not enough Bitcoins for the demand. And on the other hand, we have shit of money that's being printed. Everybody has the ability to buy Bitcoin. There is not enough Bitcoin. Supply shock. Bam. That is what is going to happen, guys. So yes, very positive news for Bitcoin if you ask me. Let's jump into the next part. I hope you really enjoyed those charts, guys. Yes, on the charts, there is a very bearish signal. Last time we saw that signal, Bitcoin did dip, but you also saw the bullish altcoin chart. You know, every time when we have that cross in 2021, bam, the altcoins start to explode. Maybe that will happen now. Maybe Bitcoin will dip a little bit and go sideways. Altcoins will explode finally and get back on track with that orange Bitcoin line, because we saw Bitcoin is taking a huge distance now from the altcoin season. So maybe this is necessary to happen at the moment. Maybe all the meme coins are gonna die off, and maybe people get smarter and put their capital not in meme tokens but in tokens with a utility. Chainlink and all those other tokens I've been advising you to buy already in the bear market. Yes, you're in profit, but you can be way more in profit because these tokens will survive these dips. They will survive these meme tokens, they will survive these NFTs. These tokens will grow the next couple of years into new all-time highs. So for me, it's very important that you structure your portfolio. Bitcoin should be the king, and then you start to diversify among layer ones and maybe a few high-risk altcoins. Not too much in the memes and the NFTs, but that's my strategy. Maybe you should follow another strategy that fits your profile more. My profile is not too high risky. It's a low risk profile that is multiplying our capital every 4-year cycle. So that's how I play it. Everyone is of course able to play it their own way. So let me know down below this video, how are you managing your capital? How are you playing and handling this market? What is your strategy this bull market? Let me know down below. Let's jump into the last part of the video. Bam! The last part of the video, guys, I'm turning around, walking that way again. Last part is the inspirational quote. Yes, walking near the waves, so you get a zen feeling this morning. The inspirational quote today comes from one of my heroes when it comes to music, and that is of course Bob Marley. And I think Bob Marley has amazing quotes in all of his songs, but this one is one of the quotes that is like most closest to me. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. I've been telling a lot last couple of videos about your mind, how to fool your mind in believing whatever it is that you visualize or manifest. I've been sharing a lot of information on how the mind is trying to fool you and how you should work against it. I've been sharing a lot of information on how to think positive. It all has to do with your mind. So when Bob Marley says, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery, none but ourselves can free our mind, that's one of the wisest lessons you can get there. Because it's the mental slavery which is the worst. The mental slavery you put on yourself, the mental slavery that is put on you by the governments, by the schools, by centralized entities, maybe even by your friends, by your wife, by your family. That mental slavery that keeps you stuck in a certain place, in a certain time, there's a slavery that is the difficult part to escape from. That is even more difficult to escape from that slavery than from a prison, I think. You are the one responsible for keeping yourself in that mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Nobody can help you with this. It's not your father, it's not your mother, it's not your brother, it's not your sister, it's not your BFF, it's not your friends, it's not your family. Nobody can free your mind from mental slavery but you. You need to make the decision to change, not other people. Don't ask other people, should I change? You need to believe that you need to change. You need to understand that you need to change. You need to have the need to change. That is the only way you will be able to change and to free yourself from mental slavery. Because that mental slavery is a huge mind fuck. Please believe me, I have lived in that life for many, many years when I was brainwashed by my family, friends and schools into becoming this materialistic guy that needed to have a good job and a good car and a big house and a dog and a garden and a baby and all of that shit to be happy. That is the mental brainwashing slavery that the government schools put up on you. That is not life. And maybe I'm not the correct person to tell you what is life, but I know one thing for sure, that is not life. It is not life to be a mental slave of the government. It is not life to be a mental slave of yourself. You should free yourself of that mental slavery, guys. Please understand this. It is not that difficult as you think. Yes, it will feel as a very difficult thing. But the moment you take the first step, and that first step is the biggest step, you know, that leap, that jump when you need to make out of an airplane, or that jump when you need to do when you are bungee jumping. That first jump, that one is the biggest. After that, you will start to really enjoy that jump. When you do your first skydive, bam, you will enjoy it. You will feel afraid, but when you jump, you want to jump again. Same for bungee jumping, same for every step in your life. The first step is the biggest and the hardest one, but when you take that step, the rest will follow. And that is the same thing with your mind. If you want to free yourself from mental slavery, you need to take a big leap. You need to break that circle. You need to start acting, talking, doing things different. Stop everything the way you have been doing it. To break the circle, you need to stop and do something completely different to be able to set yourself free of all that mental slavery. For me, it was traveling. For me, it was just going and to Thailand, to a beautiful island, to travel, to meet people, to see completely different surroundings, and not to be influenced by all the people that keep me stuck in that mental slavery. You know that certain group of people that you surround yourself with at the moment in that very safe haven, your country? I needed to get out of that circle to be able to free myself of mental slavery because I wasn't strong enough to do it inside this circle. I needed to break that circle. For me, bam, traveling. And that doesn't mean it needs to be your way as well, but that could be a beautiful way to start. Go on a 3-month trip somewhere else in the world, somewhere where you don't feel safe, like not safe in like, yeah, safe in safety, but not safe in, you know, the same people, the same stores, the same circle you're running around. Try that, 3 months. You will see how big the difference will be between yourself then and the you before, guys. That was everything for today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell and leave a comment. What do you think about the news, the Didi Bam mini app, the Didi Bam VIP group now that is like gated by your tokens, and what do you think about the charts? And yes, let me know about the inspirational quote. What is the part that holds you from taking that first leap? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching. I wish you an amazing Tuesday and see you tomorrow again. Bam.